Good morrow, adventurers, and welcome to our channel. It's me, Mandy, and yeah, Katie's here too. We're here to answer today one question, and really one question only, and that is, should I, Mandy, play Baldur's Gate 3? Katie's here to convince me, and feel free to help her out in the comments, but, okay, Katie, I think you've spent at least 80 hours playing this game, and probably more than that talking about it, in all honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and like my interest is piqued, obviously, because it's D&D related, it's Faerun, all that fun stuff. But frankly, I need convincing because it seems like a commitment for a lot of reasons. So I've heard it's in 3 acts.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the first one. What did you love about it? What do you not love about it? Tell me all the things.
All the things. Okay. So yes, first of all, you should absolutely play Baldur's Gate 3. It is a blast in every sense of the word. So many people have commented about how it has just taken off, and like game developers are like, crap, now we're like held to this like higher standard. And so that's pretty cool. All right. So the first act of the game, really, it's all about, if we're talking like an outline version, it's all about finding a way to get these, what they call tadpoles, out of your brain.
Oh, so it's like based off like illithids?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Oh, you do, but you don't. So first of all, spoilers, okay?
Nah.
All right. For anyone who
hold on, if they're still here, like, we'll give you 3 seconds.
1, 2, 3. Okay, bye.
Okay, if you're still here, it's your own dang fault.
Yes. So the first act is you're trying to get rid of these tadpoles. That's what they call them. I don't know if that's like the actual term or not, but that's what everyone calls them in the game.
Sure.
It might be something else. But the whole idea is that, you know, they go into your eyeball and you start off, before you even made your character or had a chance to make your character, it starts off with this cutscene. And Baldur's Gate 3 has so many cutscenes that are just amazing because...
So wait, are they really good or are they like bad? Because I've played video games before where I've been like, this cutscene is stupid and I hate everything.
No, you will love all these cutscenes.
There's some cutscenes in like Kingdom Hearts where I'm like, why is this here?
Yeah.
Why do I need to know that?
No, really, I have been very impressed with these cutscenes. They're like, there are so many, and that's one of the big things that they did really well is the amount that they have. Also, just like when you are talking to someone, you know, it does like a little bit of a, I guess I'll say a cutscene, kind of, where you're talking to them. It's a little different than like
a little vignette.
Yeah. But they're just so good. So the whole idea is you start off there, you're on this ship, you're on this illithid ship. It's a massive ship. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sure I'll get corrected, but you get this tadpole in your eye. You don't even get an option to do anything. And then after that, you
like the worst piece of pink eye ever.
Oh my gosh, it's the creepiest thing. Like if we do show that video, I'm like freaking out because it's just right there in front of you on the screen. And then immediately afterwards, you go to character creation. So just bam, you're there. And we'll talk about that a different time. But the whole idea is you have normally 3 days to try and get rid of this tadpole before you change in this whole ceramorphous, and you turn into a mind flayer. Not great. You know,
I feel like there are worse monsters you could turn into, in all honesty.
You know, there are people that chose willingly to play a mind flayer in this game, and I'm like, why? The tentacles, and like you can like romance people that are mind flayers, and I just
feel like I
have standards.
We're not judging though.
No,
Katie's judging. Katie's judging a lot.
Well, gross.
No, I feel like there are worse monsters you could turn into. But anyway, okay. So
it's true.
The emergent problem, right, is you are going to turn into a mind flayer or an illithid. Or do they go by mind flayers in game, or are they illithid? Because it's
both.
Either one in 5e. Okay.
So the beginning, you start off on the mind flayer ship, as we've talked about, but then you after that, and you get your tadpole and all that crap, you I'm trying not to spoil too much. We'll just say that after that section, you end up on a beach. And there's been a big crash and everything. And that's where you are going to find your companions, the companions that you've heard about, like Asterion, Gale, Shadowheart, Lae'zel. I never say her name correctly. I love her though. I used to hate her. Now I adore her. Same thing with
Is this the one
Shadowheart.
that flirted with Chris's character?
Oh no,
Or
that was Karlach.
I love that you knew immediately. There wasn't any, there was no pullback, nothing.
No, nothing at all. Yeah, it's really cool to see how all of the characters in game, like they do, you know, just like any D&D game, they progress. They have a lot of growth and development, and how they develop depends on how you as a character build or tear down those relationships, because that's
So okay, so I just want clarification. So there's not only like growth for you as the PC, but also like the NPCs have like, okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really unique. All of like the big named companions, like those ones, they all grow as well, and you get to choose that growth for them. So like,
Cool.
you know, just how like any character, if you're playing in a ttrpg, you can choose, you know, am I like chaotic good, am I lawful evil, etc.
Yeah,
they all kind of start with one as well. I mean, you don't necessarily know what it is, you just kind of guess, but you can choose which path they go depending on the numerous choices that you choose in other areas and places.
I love that.
It's
that's so D&D, right? Or just tabletop, really, because like I remember in our first campaign, Kris was like, hey Mandi, like, you know, this interaction right here is the reason your ex-boyfriend went evil.
Yes, exactly.
Like right there. And I was like, that's heartbreaking and really mean.
How dare you?
I wish you had explained that to me a little bit more, because I would have been different.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, I'm sorry, my choices have consequences later on.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression I wasn't going to be managed or have any consequences at all.
Right? I know. The audacity.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
It's really cool.
It's really cool. And one thing that will become very handy that we have discovered is the save button. Now, you don't get to do this in like, you know, actual TTRPG, like in the moment playing, like, you know, with us or anything. You can't just say like, okay, wait, save, you make a bad choice and then go back.
You know, maybe we should have that.
Maybe, hey, DM.
Reload.
Yes.
Can we reload? Can I take a free action to regret my life choices and redo this? We like, just have a chronomancy wizard all the time.
Yes, always. Oh my gosh, though, no, seriously, because we have learned that we've had to do that, because otherwise, like for instance, there's one time in Act 1 where was it Act 1? Hold on. Yes. It was with the Githyanki and which is Lae'zel. Lae'zel. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She's the one that has like, she kind of reminds me of like a cheetah. I don't really know why.
Oh, wait, I've seen art.
Yeah.
Is she a Gith?
Gith, yes.
Okay.
But where was I going with this? Oh, so her deity, Flaknith, I think.
I think we just need a compilation video of you trying to pronounce words.
That would be hilarious. Write that down right now. Compilation. Okay.
Be a great short.
It would be. So gosh. All right. But so Vlaknith, I think that's her name. It's been a while. We're in Act 3 now.
I believe you.
Thank you. So she's this deity, right? And we're making certain choices. You know, we're talking to her because she's just right there in our face. And we decide to be all bold and brash. And it does not go well. She legit says, well, I wish you were gone. And we died. We were like, oh no, wish it's italics. Or like, oh no. And yeah.
The italics means, oh, the wish spell. That's not good.
Yeah. So we're reading it because like it talks, right?
Yeah.
The the voice actors, but then it also has captions. And I was like, oh no. And we both just looked at each other, and then all of a sudden it like switches to a black screen and it says your party has died. Start over. Like legit game over. And we were like, reload. Don't do that.
How much time had you played up until that point?
Like 30 hours. It was insane.
I would be like flip the table angry at that. Like, it's like when you've been playing Monopoly too long. I feel like,
oh my gosh,
you know, like
time.
I can't. Jason loves that game. I hate it.
I hate it. Kris likes it too.
Something about men in that game. Anyway, but like that's the rage that I would feel is Monopoly rage. Honestly,
it's
crazy.
a rage.
The save button's important.
The save button is crucial, especially, you know, like if you want to make sure that your companion goes a certain direction, as far as like what's the word I'm looking for? Evil, good, chaotic,
alignment.
Thank you. Alignment, which we've also done with Shadowheart. We were like, we want to go this way, and then we went this way. Did not go well, so we reloaded again. So save button. I've beat that dead horse. All right, so I'd say probably like the climax of the whole Act 1 for me is probably the Underdark /
you get to go in the Underdark.
You get to go in the Underdark. It is so cool. It's so awesome.
Well, this video is done. Like I'm good.
Done. And you can even be a drow. So like, there you go.
Okay.
The Underdark is gorgeous. The scenery in the entire game is just it's beautiful. The music is amazing. Like, it's lovely. But so yeah, the Underdark, and then there's Grimforge. Those are probably the climax for me. Do
you think it, because I know like one thing that I've seen is like it's a lot of people have talked about how like player choice is so important. Do you feel like the storyline stays the same? Or is it like the same events happening, but you're experiencing it different ways because of the choices you've made? Do you see what I'm asking?
Yes, I do. I'd say B. Okay. The second one. So, sorry, Zoom just told me you have 10 minutes left. So, yeah, there's this, the main quest is the same for everyone, but how you get there can be different, right? Depending on how you make choices.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting. Like I've mentioned before in one of their other podcasts, Kris has made another character on a different game. Well, same game, but different.
Yeah. I'm familiar enough that I know there's different save files. I can get it.
But he's made a couple ones that are evil, and so same storyline, but like way different way that he's getting there. Yeah. But so like everyone will go to the Underdark, or I guess Grimforge. But like for instance, there is a place and it's called the Emerald Grove, which I believe I've also mentioned before, where it's not technically necessary to like, I guess, go in at all potentially to progress the storyline. Like that's where there's a bunch of tieflings and druids, and you can help them out because they're getting attacked by all of these goblins. But if you choose to, you know, go evil, you can instead side with the goblins and like help murder everyone there. And then instead of having to infiltrate this goblin city later on and save this one character, Halsin, who is a druid, you would be with them. And then you would, instead of getting Halsin, you get someone else, Mithra? No, someone else who's an evil drow chick. And you can also romance her. There's so much romance. Love makes the world go round. But that's probably where it goes. And then like the ending of Act 1 would be, I believe it's Grimforge. Like at some point in the game, it'll have like this little screen that pops up. It's like, are you sure you want to leave this area? And that's basically, you know, you're moving on to Act 2. You can't go back once you reach a new act.
Okay, so there's
you can't
like
go back at all.
stopping points or like, past the point of no return.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then something very important to know is that the side quests, and I believe some parts of the main quest, I could be wrong on that part, they are time sensitive, some of them. So if you
Okay.
don't do them at like a specific time, or if you take a long rest, things still happen, which, makes sense, but like you're not thinking about it when you're playing a game on like a PC or like a console. So we did that and we were like, wait, like, we get we tend to collect quests. I do anyway. And so we're collecting these quests instead of like getting one and then finishing it.
Mm.
And because of that, we accidentally were supposed to like save all these people, and I think tieflings and druids that got caught. And they all died because we left them.
That's also so D&D though. Doesn't Kris always say like, just because you guys are here doesn't mean things aren't happening in other places, which is terrifying.
Exactly. And it is, but like for like a game like this, it's not something that like
That's
usually
crazy.
happens. So we didn't even think about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool. Well, Katie, I'm almost convinced, but unsurprisingly, I still have questions. So maybe next time when we talk, we can talk more about like, I don't know, the races of Baldur's Gate. And maybe I'll be convinced a little bit more because like I hear a rumor, and by rumor I mean you just said it, that I could be a drow. And
Can be a drow.
so and that's my all-time favorite race. You can't see it, but there's a statue of Dritz right there.
There he is.
And Jason got it for his birthday from you guys, but I claim it as mine. So anyway, audience, have I mentioned I really like elves? Weird. So thanks for hanging out with us. Can you think of other reasons me or anybody else would like to play Baldur's Gate or should play Baldur's Gate 3? Really, just share with us in the comments. And also, since you're here and you hung out with us this long, you may as well subscribe. It's like, just hit the button, really. It's right there. Well met, friends, and we'll see you on the morrow.
Bye.